Hello, it is Wednesday. This means we officially have one day until I go grocery shopping tomorrow, which basically in my head, the way I compartmentalize my weeks is just Thursday to Wednesdays are my food weeks, restarting on Thursday. Tomorrow I'm going grocery shopping and I'm going through my brain's not working today. I'm going through my kitchen and my fridge to go through and see what I can use up before I go grocery shopping tomorrow. Okay, so I am going to make the egg mixture now. So I have a wide mouth mason jar because I'm going to be using my immersion blender. If you don't have an immersion blender, that's fine. You can just use a fork or a whisk. Somebody actually gave us eggs last week at in my Bible studies. Eggs. Just going to be eggs and some cottage cheese. So just putting it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is low-fat cottage cheese. I'm gonna do 2 servings. My husband doesn't love cottage cheese in his eggs, but if they're on like a sandwich, you can't really tell. So this is kind of the best way to do it. So I'm gonna do 9 eggs. So I really just want to get through everything that I have, make sure I'm using up things before I am going out and buying anything. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this using my immersion blender. After I've roasted the vegetables for the egg mixture for about 15 minutes, they were definitely a little crispier than I wanted, but they still turned out fine. I just simply pour over the egg mixture. I'm adding a little bit of avocado oil to the top of it just to make sure that these eggs don't stick to the pan. Pouring the egg mixture over top of these. This egg stuff, and I knew this was going to happen because my sheet pan is so big. I really probably should have used 12 to 14 eggs for this, but I didn't. So this is all very thin. So I'm going to double it for double each egg portion per sandwich. These are my egg sandwiches, mozzarella cheese. I have a little bit of cooked bacon left over, so I'm going to add those to each one as well. Need a bag. I'm just going to assemble these and then I'll put them on this plate. I will wrap these up for the freezer when I'm done assembling all the ones that I have. These are all of the sandwiches I made for this morning, but these are really for grab and go breakfast. So I got 13. So if my husband eats them in the morning, this is probably going to be a week or so worth of breakfast for us. I'm going to wrap these all up in parchment paper and put them in a bag and then throw them in the freezer. And then when you want to eat them, just throw them in the microwave for a couple minutes with a damp napkin or paper towel. So I'm gonna wrap these up and they're gonna go in the freezer. These are sourdough English muffins, some egg, a little bit of mozzarella cheese, and some of them have some leftover bacon that I had made up the other day, some vegetables inside of the egg, things I already had on hand. I have this big thing of granola that I purchased probably 2 or 3 months ago at this point. I got it at a discount store, and this is all I've used since I purchased it, and I really want to get through it because I need this jar for something else to make chewy granola bars. I have this 8x8 Pyrex. We are doing 2 cups of this granola. Then at least I'll be able to transfer it to a smaller jar. And then we are going to do 4 tablespoons of melted butter. Usually I would use coconut oil, but I don't have any coconut oil and I want to use up things that I have before I go out and buy more. So we are going to use this. I'm going to go ahead and melt it. What? It's locked? One second, I'll come help you. I don't have any brown sugar and I have very little honey and no maple syrup and no agave. However, I have molasses. A little bit, not even 1/4 of a cup of raw sugar, cane sugar, and then I'm going to add some molasses. So you can use any kind of liquid sweetener, but this is going to help give it that chewy taste. And I am still going to add a little bit of honey. I just don't want to use up all of my honey because all I have right now is this Manuka honey I got from Aldi. It's from the specialty stuff, and I just don't want to use it all up just on this one thing because this is a specialty item for us. So I'm just gonna do one big scoop, and that should be plenty for this little situation we got going on here. But I have this bag of puffed rice cereal, which is like Rice Krispies. It's just a little different. What? Oh, you want me to open them for you? These are like Rice Krispies. They just don't have anything other than, it's literally just like I think it's like fried rice essentially, or a little puffed rice. So that's what that's doing. Going to go ahead and add the butter, incorporate everything together till everything sticks. You may need to add more molasses, honey, things just to get until things start to stick together. Once you put it in the fridge too, the butter will help it solidify into one consistent mixture. I'm gonna add a little bit more molasses. What car? Oh, you're gonna put it in your new car?
Yes.
So I'm adding some more molasses. Oh, that's a hair. Usually I would buy a thing of lemonade every week, or my daughter loves lemonade. I was gonna add it to my order for tomorrow, and I realized I have all the things on hand to make lemonade at home. So that's what we're gonna do. $2.99 to do that, and I'm using up things I already have. It's literally sugar, juice, and water. That's all. So I have this jar. This is a 1 quart, so I'm gonna have to half this recipe. So let's see. This is the recipe that I have is 6 lemons, almost 2 cups of lemon juice. So almost 2 cups of lemon juice. We only have a 1 quart bottle. I'm going to have the recipe that I found, which is literally just 6 lemons, juice from 6 lemons, white sugar, and 6 cups of water. 1 cup actually of lemon juice. And we're making, yep, and then we are gonna do half a cup of sugar. So half a cup of sugar. You're gonna scoop it? You need a bigger scoop than that. Here, get it all full like that. Perfect. Put it in there. Good job. And now I need you to mix. Can you mix? I will add the water.
Mom, this is I told it.
I'm doing about that much water. I can add more water if I need more water.
I need mix.
But I'm just gonna set this on the stove top and let it simmer for just a few minutes just to get all the sugar fully dissolved. I just wanted to get it a little hot just to dissolve everything. Just enough. Oh, that's still very sour, which is good because I'll just combine it with
Sour.
I have this big bag of, well, not big bag, I have 5 apples that are really soft and getting bruised. And I have, I don't know, that much left of this unpasteurized raw apple cider vinegar. And I really want to try to make more using what is left of the mother in here. So I found a recipe that just shows you how to make normal apple cider vinegar through just a long fermentation. I'm thinking, my guess is that you could probably just add the mother on here. This is definitely an experiment, and I'm sure maybe there will be people telling me that that's absolutely not how it works. But we're gonna try, because I figured it's probably something similar to the way that kombucha works, right? Like you have the mother and you feed her.
I'm helping the apple.
You're gonna help me with the apple? Unfortunately, I do have to peel the apples because they're not organic. Put them into a big half-gallon mason jar. After adding the apples to the mason jar, I'm adding about half a cup of sugar, raw cane sugar, and I'm adding filtered water. You really want to make sure that this is filtered, unchlorinated water. And then
I'm stirring it, and I'm going to stir this once every day for about a week. I'm adding the rest of my apple cider vinegar and just loosely tightening it with a cloth napkin and just the twist top and putting it in a cool dark spot.
So just using what I had on hand, I was able to make some granola bars. Hopefully, eventually, one day, this will be some apple cider vinegar. Made 13 breakfast sandwiches to help us out throughout the next couple of weeks. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with a lot more content like this. See you in the next video. Thank you.